I've been served with a foreclosure. Do I continue to pay my taxes, my insurance, and my homeowners association fees? I'm Steve Kramer of the Kramer Law Firm. I'm a Florida foreclosure defense attorney. This is a big question that a lot of my clients have. Clearly, you're not paying the bank if you got served with a foreclosure, but the issue is, do you pay the insurance? Do you pay the taxes? Do you pay the homeowners association fees? Well, here's the issue. You've got to keep an eye on all of these because all of them matter and all of them can affect you in a detrimental and negative way. But first off, let's start with taxes. The bank doesn't want to lose their property over a couple of $1,000s in property taxes. So most likely the bank is going to pay the property taxes for you so you don't have to. The other thing is, usually tax certificates aren't going to issue for a couple of years until after you miss the payment. Normally the bank's going to make the payment so it's not an issue, but you do need to pay attention to this. Insurance. Property insurance is a big issue too, because we're talking about liability protection, fire protection, all those things that protect your home, your belongings, and your family. And if somebody gets injured on your property, you want to make sure that you're protected because it may be a much bigger debt obligation than the mortgage you have. If somebody dies on your property, you may owe $100,000 in your mortgage, but that death may put you at risk for $1 million. So you want to watch the insurance. That's kind of the same thing as taxes. Usually the bank will pay the insurance, but here's what you got to watch there. Fine, they pay the insurance, but are you named? Are you covered? Because if you're not, then you may want to look at getting your own insurance policy or making sure that you get the addendum to the insurance policy that you're covered. Now, HOA, homeowners associations, are a totally different world. I've represented homeowners associations. I've been on both sides of that table defending people against homeowners associations. Usually those fees are not that expensive, and they will cause you problems. If you try to go to the gate and get in and you didn't pay your homeowners association fees, you may not be able to use your clicker and get in automatically. You may have to go through the visitor side. You may not be able to have your mom come to visit you. You may not be able to have pizza come. There's all kinds of bad things that happen if you don't pay your HOA fees. Those are worth looking at. Now, everybody's got a case-by-case basis, and if it's the food or electric versus the HOA, that's a tough call to make. I'd be glad to sit down with you and talk about that. You've also got to make a risk aversion choice. How much risk are you okay with? This is something that we should talk about in detail. Why am I telling you this? Because you need to know this information. This is important. These are issues that are going to come up in your foreclosure, undoubtedly. I have the answers. I've dealt with this issue a lot of times. Call me at the number below. We can talk about your situation. I'd love to talk about it with you. Also, if you're watching this video on YouTube or Facebook, go ahead, click the like button below. Do it right now. That way your friends and family can get the benefit of the information that I'm sharing with you. Thank you for watching this video. I'm Steve Kramer of the Kramer Law Firm.